It's Rich back at Pacific Air Center with another video. Today I'm previewing a Cessna 414A that we're listing on the market for sale. This is a 1978 414A with really low time. I think it's going to be the lowest time 414, and at least in North America, at about 4,100 hours total time. It's got about 500 hours, less than 500 hours since the Ram conversion. It's a Ram 7, which is Ram's last or most modern upgrade package. 335 horsepower motors, you know, with all the benefits of those upgraded motors. I think ultimately it's a 400-pound gross weight increase. At 25,000 feet, I think a factory 414A, they quote around 200 knots, and this Ram 7 is 220 knots. And the turbochargers are set up better, and a more, I think, efficient use of the engine. So great upgrade. Ram's been kind of the gold standard for these twin Cessnas as far as upgrades go. This one has the VGs, which is pretty common on twin Cessnas. The winglets aren't as common. There, you see them, but this one has the Ram winglets on it as well, which, in my opinion, are pretty good upgrade. They make the airplanes, they're already stable already, but with the winglets on it, they become really stable. This one has a mod that I don't think I've ever seen on a twin Cessna before, and we used to sell a lot of them. It's the Robertson, originally the Robertson Stoll flap kit. I think it was marketed as R Stoll by another company that probably owns the STC. Higher flap speed for approach flaps, and better handling at low speeds, and landing speeds come down. So I'll have to look into that a little bit more. I don't know all the details of what that does because I just haven't seen that many. But the big upgrade to this airplane is the avionics. The owner of this airplane just did a wonderful job upgrading the avionics, which you're going to see more of in the video. And you know, it's got all the latest, the TXI G600, GTN 750s that are I think the XI version of those, the latest version, ADS-B of course, and the big one is the GFC 600 autopilot, which I've never personally flown in any airplane before, and particularly in a twin Cessna. In my opinion, autopilots have been kind of the weak point of twin Cessnas over the years, and you know, the Cessna 800 autopilot that came out, you know, for the time was a good autopilot. Some of them have the King KFC 200s. We've seen some be upgraded recently to the 55X from S-Tech. All of them are pretty good autopilots, honestly, for what they were, but I don't think any of them really are match what the GFC 600 is going to do. And again, I haven't flown it yet, but I've flown a lot of GFC 700 autopilots in a lot of different airplanes. And to me, that's the premium autopilot, which is going to really change this airplane, in my opinion, or any twin Cessna, because of the reliability and the capability and the full integration of an autopilot in an older airplane like this. Because you know, these twin Cessnas are pretty busy airplanes, and to have that kind of autopilot is going to be a real advantage, in my opinion. I'm anxious to fly it. Like I said, I've never flown one before, or flown the GFC 600 before. So anyway, this is a magnificent example of a twin Cessna. I mean, it has all the great upgrades. It's all been done. It's all dialed in, and you know, it's just really as modernized as you can get for a piston twin like this, a cabin class piston twin. So anyway, I'm looking forward to flying it. We're going to go do that right now, and I'll take you along. I've flown a couple airplanes with this TXI in it, and like about everything from Garmin. I think they really did a great job with it.
Um, these big Cessna twins, they're so solid feeling. They really give a big cabin type of a feel. Really well done. And then to add these avionics, as I said earlier, and then this autopilot, it, like I said, really puts it in a different class. One thing this airplane also has is an AOA indicator, which was added. Vertical card compass, new panel. It's got the manifold RPM alerts, USB ports on both sides, USB ports in the back. It's really really well done panel. Okay, pumps are on, trims are set, flaps are set, mixtures and props are up, prop sinks off. Here we go. Engine instruments all look green. Power's coming up. Making manifold pressure. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Positive rate. Here's coming up. I'm getting red lights here, but that's pretty normal on these gauges. Coming up with the flaps.
695 Mike, Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land.
Land 30.
Turn the yaw damper on. Yaw damper's on. Bring this manifold pressure back just a touch. So again, 130 knot climb on the, that's what I've asked the autopilot to give us. That's giving us about 900 feet a minute. And we're at 30 inches, or 33 inches, 2,500 RPMs, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good climb with these avionics. Just, it's a whole new world. I've been flying for a long time, and to have this autopilot in this airplane with this kind of a setup is it's amazing. Really makes this thing feel like a modern airplane, and it's, you know, built in the 70s. This is a 78. So we'll take it up to 17.5, and we'll see how it cruises, and show you some speeds, and then come back and make a landing.
41-1.
And you can see as well on these, you know, how quickly these new GT or XIs, I think is what they are. You know, move around. They start up faster, and you know, it's a big difference. I mean, they've really improved the rate that these screens, like the NXI, the G1000 NXI, they boot up really fast, and the redraw on the zoom function is much faster, like you can see that. There's 17,000. And on this TXI, you know, you got a lot of touch capability. You can touch the barometer, change it, heading. Go to full screen mode on the primary flights display and get rid of the map. I think it wastes a lot of space though. That's nice to have it as a multifunction. You've got, go to a dedicated traffic map. There we are leveling at 17.5. Speed's coming up. I'm going to close these cow flaps. We'll use 30 inches of manifold pressure up here. I'm going to bring the fuel flows back to 20 gallons an hour, just to kind of see as a starting point.
LA Center, American 1676 at a flight level 290 for 240.
American 1676, LA Center, descend to the Lucky 1, expect maintain 10,000.
So up here we're already at about 207 knots, true airspeed.
American 16.
Ground speed's 201.
Lucky 1, accept 10,000.
There's our wind.
LA 604.
A 6-knot headwind component. They're out of 030 at 10 knots. I mean, the amount of information you have is, it's off the charts. Got all kinds of weather products as well. So we got XM, we got ADS-B weather, there's a storm scope, and then we got a new Garmin GX. I think it's a 75 radar in this airplane. Clearing 1 million today, so I don't need it, but. So here comes our true airspeed. Now is up to 212. So, you could see at 25,000 feet, we would probably achieve our 220 knot cruise speed. 40 gallons an hour. Temps are pretty nice and cool with the cow flaps closed. What can you say? So in the autopilot, I'm going to sync up the heading bug. I've got heading selected here. I'm going to push this button. That's going to bring the heading bug up to there. And I'm going to go to heading here. Now we're in heading mode, and then I can change the heading to 100 degrees. There's the airplane turning. Coming up on thermal VOR. I'm going to tell SoCal here we're heading back to Long Beach.
Southwest 6262 Center.
Go ahead.
So Long Beach will be about 180 degree turn, so let's see what happens, how this autopilot handles it.
Direct Trixie, descend at 12,000, 999, Southwest 6262.
Center 414 Bravo Lima.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not going to go all the way to thermal. I'd like to make a left turn back to Long Beach now.
414 Bravo Lima, that's approved as requested, and just advise when you plan on starting your descent.
We'll do 414 Bravo Lima. Okay, so I'm going to go in here to back to flight plan. Select
American
Long Beach.
24, contact
Direct.
17.52.
And we're in nav mode right now, so
1752,
it's turning right. And so that's going to be a right turn for 414 Bravo Lima. I said left.
Okay, roger.
There you can see the airplane and a nice left turn. Or I'm sorry, right turn back to Long Beach. So another thing that's really nice with these avionics is to do some descent planning.
Ranger 17.
So Long Beach is basically sea level, so I'm going to select at Long Beach. Let's just call it 100 feet.
And the Imperial altimeter 2974.
Raider 17, 2974.
Save that.
We're burning time, so we can't take any shortcuts. Things.
Go back to the map. And there's a top of descent right there.
Contact SoCal approach 124.35.
24.
So this is where we would start our descent. So we got a descent back into Long Beach. I'm going to check back in when we...
414 Bravo Lima, contact approach 134.0, good day.
340-414 Bravo Lima, good day. 414 Bravo Lima is a VFR descent out of 15.5 for Long Beach.
414 Bravo Lima, cycle approach entry altimeter 29906, VFR descent approved at or above 8,500.
2996, VFR at or below 8,500 for 414 Bravo Lima.
4 Bravo Lima, that's at or above 8,500, just start down now.
Okay, we're descending at or above 8,500, 414 Bravo Lima.
So pop back, go traffic,
put it in
12
here,
o'clock, 3 miles
8,000.
northwestbound, a citation, you're overtaking, they're at a 4,000 inbound to San Bernardino.
There we go. Alright, I'll check back in when we get ready for the approach at Long Beach. Speed brakes on this airplane are also a really nice option to have. They really can help you.
4 Bravo Lima, altitude is your discretion. You're 10.5 miles from Lucid, maintain VFR.
414 Bravo Lima is with you for a full stop.
November 414 Bravo Lima Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land, hold short, runway 26 right, forward traffic.
Clear to land 30, hold short, 26 right, 414 Bravo Lima. Okay, so I got flaps selected, my glide slope's in, I'm below my gear speed, so I'll put the gear down.
Helicopter 31, X-ray Long Beach Tower, hover taxi, direct.
Back to about 19 inches of power now, the cylinders are nice and cooled.
Approved. Cessna 905 Delta, your number 2, following traffic on a 1 mile final assessment.
One thing that the 421s have over 414s, the late model ones anyway, is the trailing link gear. Notice I said that right before landing to make an excuse for a, there's decision height. Autopilot's off, yaw damper's off. I said that right before I'm getting ready to make a landing, so I'm gonna see if I can make a smooth landing here with a stiff-legged twin Cessna. It's not easy.
Wind check, Cessna 4 Echo.
Wind 310 at 10.
Okay, 4 Echo, we're not getting in here, friend.
Cessna 4 Echo, roger, thank you.
Not too bad. Loaded a little more than I should on a...
Cessna 905 Delta, follow that traffic, runway 26 left, clear for the option, and let me know if you hear any interference or static on about a half-mile final.
Okay, we finished the flight back on the ground in front of Pacific Air Center, and you know, I can't say enough about this airplane. There's so many things on it, I probably missed a feature or two or an upgrade that it has, but I hope you enjoyed the flight. Seeing an airplane like this, I mean, it's a it's cool for me to see these older airplanes that just keep getting upgraded and modernized, and this airplane is going to provide somebody a lot of great flying. Not to mention for the passengers, as I've shown you before, it's just a big, roomy, comfortable airplane. And again, if you're interested in the airplane, if you're in the market for a 414 or really any airplane for that matter, give me a call. We'll talk about this one or any airplane you might be interested in. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Thanks for watching.